Yes, same guy. Still on Carbapenems. We're on the new order, second generation Carbapenems. We saw that dynamycin was modified. They brought the imipenem due to the SAR investigations. Then from imipenem, they came up with new order, second generation Carbapenem. One of them is the Meropenem. For the structure of Meropenem, it's like this. This is the Meropenem. At position 4, we have a methyl group now. And this position here, instead of the formidable group for imipenem, we have this group. We have this group. This is Meropenem. We said that for methyl group at this position, with the SAR investigation, it decreases the degradation by GHP1. So this drug is not degraded by GHP1. Itself can inhibit the GHP1 enzyme. It's not like the imipenem, where we combine imipenem with cystatin. For this one, it is imipenem plus cystatin. This is the GHP1 inhibitor, but for this, itself can inhibit the GHP1 enzyme. And this group here, it increases the penetration into the gram-negative bacteria. It increases penetration. So this is the Meropenem. The modifications were made to make the second generation Carbapenem. We have other Carbapenems, for example, the Biapenem. When look at the Biapenem, this is the structure. Here, instead of the formidable group or this group, we have this. We have formation of two rings, like this. And here, this is the cation now. And remember, this can exist as an ion. So, this zeta ion it improves the penetration to the gram-negative bacteria, and it can also penetrate the gram-positive because it can exist like this or like this. So improves the penetration to the colonies of the gram-negatives. This is the Biapenem. It also has a methyl group at this position. This is GHP1 inhibition. Same for this methyl group. So those are the changes for the new Carbapenems. For them themselves can inhibit the GHP1 enzyme, and there is increased penetration for the gram-negative bacteria. These drugs, they are unstable in solution, as we said, so they are not given orally. They are not given orally. They are given parentally. either IV or IM injection. And for the formulation, these drugs, they are made as a sterile lyophilized powder. Because they are unstable in solution, they are made as powders for reconstitution, either in normal saline or with dextrose 5%. With dextrose 5%. Those are the formulations. Then for interactions, there is synergy. If these drugs are administered with the aminoglycosides, there is a synergistic reaction. Because aminoglycosides, they are broad spectrum, but they target more of the gram negatives. And these drugs, they also target gram negatives mostly, but they are also broad spectrum. So we shall have the synergistic reaction. And these are protein synthesis inhibitors. The aminoglycosides, they are protein synthesis inhibitors. And these ones, they are cell wall synthesis inhibitors. So they have two different mechanism of actions. Meaning that we shall have synergy. And though these drugs, they have synergistic reaction, they should not be mixed in the same intravenous bottle. Should not be mixed in the same intravenous bottle. Because they inactivate themselves. For example, if you have aminoglycoside here, this is a sugar moiety here. It is a sugar. And also at this position, you have a sugar. In case of the gentamicin, this is gentamicin. The N at position 1, this is position 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The N at position 1 acts as a nucleophile, meaning that it can attack the beta-lactam ring, so that we shall have the opening of this ring of the carbapenem, meaning that at the end we shall have this. You have the N, H, this group. I've cut it this position at this position. Meaning that aminoglycoside is acylated. This is acylation. It's one way to inactivate the aminoglycosides. So it is inactive if it is acylated. And the beta-lactam, the ring is opened. So this also, the carbapenem is also inactive. So these drugs, if they are mixed in the same intravenous bottle, we shall have inactivation. There is breakage of the beta-lactam ring and there is acylation of the aminoglycoside. If it's for empirical therapy, these drugs are administered with a broad spectrum antibiotics, but which has mostly the gram-positive activity for empirical therapy. Because if the drug is having more activity on the gram-positives, for them they have activity more on the gram-negatives. That's why for empirical therapy, they are administered with a broad spectrum antibiotics with the activity mostly on the gram-positive. Then for other carbapenem, here we have the etapenem, we have the dolipenem, among others. There are very many. Also, what I'd forgotten to talk about that degradation by DHP1 leads to nephrotoxicity. That's why for the imipenem, there is nephrotoxicity because some drug can be degraded by the DHP1, though there is cilastatin which can inhibit the enzyme. But if it's degraded, you can have nephrotoxicity. Yes, thank you for watching. One way to show that really appreciate what I do by pressing that like button. Also to share the video and subscribing. Thank you so much.